what you think. I don't know you, you don't know me. Still got my soul, still make this breathe. These niggas change, but I stay me. They try to take my life from me. The king will come collect his fee. I do the most, y'all do the least. We don't eat scraps, we don't. Can't be feasting all these niggas. I stay beasting all these niggas. I'm releasing all these niggas. I can't be peaceful with these niggas. I'm like a diesel when I fucking gas up. Running my route, better pass up. Running from God with a pastor. Chewing on the game like a pasture. I ain't never looking for a handout. You can put your motherfucking hands down. K's like a goddamn drum line. But it's like my man, my son. KD erupted Vesuvius. These demons, they on the loose. Hey, y'all wanna win, put booby and always remember to tie in my boots. Hey, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't know you, you don't know me. Still got my soul, still make this breathe. These niggas change, but I stay me. I'm tired of watching these puppets and calling them artists. I'm falling too far. I just took what I had and I did what I could. Now I'm taking the love of creator, replacing the charts. I'm tired of stopping these people from fucking me over. I'm putting up walls and protecting my mind and protecting my time. Now I'm taking the money, creating sustainable art. Y'all on the same train. Y'all ride the same way. Same shit, new name. Same shit, new day. Dumb niggas too paid. Capping like a toupee. Gotta ride a new wave. Gotta find a new way. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't know you. You don't know me. Still got my soul. Still make this breathe. These niggas change, but I stay me. They try to take my life from me. The king will come collect his fee. I do the most, y'all do the least. We don't eat scraps, we only feast. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private session. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. This an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new height with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah. way. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
He's heating up! He's heating up! He's heating up! He's on fire!
She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Trying to stay private, but I got them groupies. On me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the newbie. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Trying to stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble and in with the newbie. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What are you doing here? Go to the fucking gym. Fuck you.
Swole, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Bustas, Hustles, and Yahos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you Beaches. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're live on Rumble and YouTube, and of course, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure you leave a 5-star review and share the show with your friends. Thanks for being here. We're going to jump right into today's episode with the merch pick of the day. You know it, you love it. One of the best designs, especially because we're coming up on summer. I know a lot of you are dealing with snowstorms and stuff. It's a little bit chilly down here in Florida, but the nips are still being sunned, of course. We got this one from Progredior Alex. I want you to be swole. Let's get a little America for that one. I love it. I love it. Great. Great. I want you to be swole. Love that shirt. I got the flag. I got the shirt, and it's perfect for this holiday season. I love that merch. Thanks for rocking it. Make sure you tag us in merch and go check out all the merch over there at papaswolio.com. Buy one, get one 50. Today, I am rocking the Gym City 2000. This is a throwback. If you don't know the video game, you're not going to like this shirt. But if you know the video game, you're going to love this shirt. What a throwback. What a throwback. Gym City 2000, the ultimate gym simulator. What a great shirt.
I am the danger.
All right, let's get into that tip. We got some Swole fam
Just an
posts.
inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside.
Good stuff. First one we got. This one's from Cerny.
What's in the box?
Let's see what we got here. Got my signature series mug. It sure is pretty. So a little update. All those went out. Signature series went out. The outstanding Swole cards, if you've been waiting for the last month or two, those are on their way out. So you're all probably receiving them now, or shortly you will be in droves. So keep an eye out for that. And then, of course, our next batch will be going out soon. We're up to date with all those things. We got the next signature series dropping in 19 days. So episode 3600, we have the next signature series, and this one is going out right away. And it is going to be extra fire. It's really going to pop, so don't miss out on that. Glad you're enjoying it, Cerny. Anyone else get their SIG series in? Drop that in the comments down below. Today, we have a little Pinkston Churchill, but we got Swole Fam for life. Hashtag Swole Fam for life for a chance to win today's Swole card. Make sure that you drop that in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. And of course, the Tainty Man is there as well. He's on camera. He's on camera. Isn't that great? Finally. Good job, dude. Must be a good day today. It's a good day. Tainty Man's on camera. We have this one from Luis. Workout 83, 6 new PRs. Let's fucking go, dude.
He's on fire!
Look at that. Boom. Rock out. Rock. Look at those sunglasses, dude. Reminds me of the baseball days. Good for you. Rocking out. Good for you. Workout 83. Every time I see his posts where he's tracking what number workout it is, it always makes me look back thinking, damn, I wish I logged how many workouts I've done. I guess I could approximate it if I do like 4 days a week on average or something since, I don't know, late 90s, 2000, something like that. All the workouts, that'd be interesting. I mean, I guess we do count with the podcast how many episodes we have and stuff like that, but good stuff. Workout 83 in the books. You can tell, bro. Keep it up. Good stuff, Luis. All right, we got this one from Michelle, and I am liking this post. It's not a rate my meal, but I like this post. Michelle says, yo, Swole bitches. I mean that in the most loving way. I am usually not a fan of Walmart. However, they have grass-fed and finished tri-tips. These are lunches and dinners for the next week. Plus, I have no issues eating the same thing every day. I think that's one of the secrets to my success. So first off, good stuff, good find. Good for you. And I agree. So, when it comes to nutrition, you just need your nutrition in. You don't need variety in the sense that you don't need to eat everything under the sun. You don't need a rainbow. You don't need to have every single food that you possibly like to consume every single day in small quantities. You just need your nutrition overall. So make sure that you find the most nutritious foods that work best for you and then go all in on them and find different ways. And you can tell, I mean, not just with this meat, but there's so many different ways to cook meat. And there's so much variety. If you eat more animal foods, there's so much variety within those animal foods. There's different types of steak. There's ground beef. There's the tri-tip. There's ribeye and strip steaks and briskets. There's all different ways you can cook meat. There's so many different options and they all taste differently. They're all going to work differently with different sides and whatever it is. So there's a lot of variety, and you don't need variety in your day-to-day. You just need your nutrition. So find the foods that work best for you and stick to it. Good for you. Good for you. Good stuff. Good stuff. Excellent. And last one before we get into some I believe we have Rate My Meal today. We do have Rate My Meal, for better or for worse. Vasco. Papa Swolio, we got a question. I've seen a lot of different recommendations on rope face pull pulley height. Some say set it high, some at face level, others around waist height. I already train rear delts directly, so I'm mainly keeping face pulls in for shoulder health and joint integrity. For that goal specifically, where would you set the pulley? Would you swap out face pulls entirely for something else, mobility or rotation work? Face pulls are fine. I don't do face pulls a lot. I never really did, but they're not a bad exercise. Personally, if I did face pulls, I would probably set it around shoulder height or a little higher. It depends on the actual grip. It just depends on the machine, you know, how it's set up. Every pulley is a little bit different, so it's got to be where it feels good. You just don't want to be leaning back. You don't want to be anchoring or swinging your body weight. Maybe you could sit down, or you have a bench or something you can anchor yourself more towards. But one of the issues, if you set it low, you can get a little bit more of some lower trap when you're coming up. But I think you'd be better off doing something like a Y raise for the lower traps. The problem is if you're doing a face pull from a lower height, you're setting it below the waist. A lot of times people will shrug up and they'll kind of do one of these. So if you're pulling from more of a kind of like even height or above, you can get a lot of scapular depression and pull your shoulder blades back and down. So it really depends on what areas you're trying to work on. Are you trying to hit more lower traps, or are you trying to focus more on the posterior rotator cuff? And for most purposes, people like to do face pulls as a warm-up. You could do that as a warm-up before an upper body day. Nothing wrong with that. And it really just, for the most part, it's just activation for the posterior rotator cuff, because you get that extension, you get the external rotation with the humerus, so you get your posterior deltoid, you get your infraspinatus, you get your posterior deltoid. So there's nothing wrong with it as a warm-up. You could do it more as a strength training. It's more of a combination movement. I don't necessarily have that as like an anchor point for, it's not the same for me. I don't treat face pulls, or I wouldn't personally, as like an upper back row. I wouldn't treat it like a lateral raise. I wouldn't treat it as a main exercise. I would treat it more for mobility or as a primer if you like to do a set or two before you do other things. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with face pulls. It's just a combination. It's just a movement that will hit a couple of those muscles on the posterior cuff synergistically. So there you go there. And I wouldn't do low reps. I would probably pick a weight that you get like 10 to 15 reps. You know, it really depends on how you're executing it, but it's good for activation and it's good for those posterior rotator cuff muscles. Make sure you also check out shoulder awareness. There's like wall angels, there's prone presses, there's Y raises, there's all these different things that are in the shoulder awareness program inside the program vault, inside the Swolenormous app. So go and check that out too if you haven't done so already. So good stuff, Vasco. Good question. I also commented on that. So if you haven't yet, go in the community section, comment on that post. And I also posted in the community. So make sure you guys respond to that community post if you haven't yet. I sent out a text and a lot of you still haven't done that yet. So make sure you go in and comment on the pinned post. Let's get into some Rate My Meal. Let's do it. All right.
What's in the box?
Here we go. First one of the day. Well, we got Corey Williams, giant pancake. Okay. Giant pancake. Okay. Dustin Saint Germain, liver for breakfast. That's a lot of liver. Look at that. You got a croissant? Dustin, that's a weird combination. Liver? That looks like skirt steak. My God. A croissant? It's croissant. And 4 strawberries. That's a very interesting breakfast. I'm in favor of it. It's a little bit of a clash with the croissant. It's a strange combo. But all right, nothing wrong with liver. We like liver. I like my liver raw. And that's a lot of fucking liver. You're not eating liver for a month. That's a lot. You don't have to eat this much liver for anyone. Just wondering. What do you think that is? A pound of liver? 8 ounces? 10 ounces? 12? That's a lot of liver. So you can have liver more quantity and just less often. But personally, I'd rather have 3 to 4 ounces or whatever a day than have a pound of liver a week. You know, I'd rather spread it out a little bit more. So to each their own, but good for you. Any of you cook your liver? I just do it raw just to get it in. Nothing wrong with that meal. Not a fan of the croissant, and the 4 strawberries, just 4. Jalen Brown, we got some seared tuna. Dare I say it? Not a lot on the protein there, and pasta. So, you know, all right. You're eating some real food, I suppose. You're out to dinner. Obviously, those look like plates you get when you go out to eat. Those look like serving sizes you get when you pay for food. And they're like, you know what? We're going to serve you some seared tuna, some whatever, penne pasta, whatever you call that with, they give you all the breakdown with fresh herbs and grated cheese and whatever. It's a weird combo. And then they barely give you any protein. So this meal, when you go out to eat, is like $30 and they give you like 6 grams of protein. So if it's at home, you have like a steak and then a little small side. When you go out to eat, you get all the carbs because they're cheap, and then you get a little bit of protein. This is why I usually don't like going out to eat, because they fuck you on the protein. They always give you extra carbs because, you know, it gives them some more overhead. Anyway, nothing wrong with seared tuna. Renuka simul, bagel with cottage cheese as the spread. You know, why? With avocado sprinkled with some pepper flakes. We counting calories, fam? Renuka, we know you're counting calories. I just know. You know when someone's counting calories. You know when someone's weighing it. You know when someone knows exactly to like the decagram. You know they're counting. You know if you're eating half a bagel with a little cottage cheese, and you know you're counting your. You know there's like, oh, there's 210 calories with it. All right. Nothing really wrong with here except for the bagel and the ultra processed wheat and stuff like that, you know, unless you're making it yourself or it's sourdough or it's better quality. Pepper flakes, you can get inflammation and things like that in your gut and stuff like that, leaky gut. As long as it's okay for you, just keep in mind that you can definitely go more on the protein if you want. A lot of fat and carbs. So you might be better off with adding more protein, decreasing the fat. Overall, it depends on what you're doing, but most people benefit more from moderate protein, you know, more carbohydrates, and if you're trying to lose fat and build muscle and stay leaner and X, Y, and Z. But it looks like something from MyFitnessPal, right? Yeah, it just looks like calorie counting. So nothing wrong with the ingredients per se, aside from the bread and the ultra-processed wheat and bleached wheat and all that stuff that's in bagels. All right. We're getting fancy over this weekend, apparently. Tim Brody, what do we got here? We got some toast. Again, there's always the rolling the dice with the toast. You know, there's nothing wrong with something where it's like quality wheat or, again, sourdough. If you are sensitive to wheat, and most people are, and you don't want to be eating ultra processed foods, your body will digest. If you have issues with dairy, raw kefir, fantastic, because the lactose is more broken down. Goat milk, easier to digest. So when you're looking for things like breads, you really got to be careful, because the stuff we get in the United States is garbage. You really have to get sourdough. You got to get organic. You have to get your own flour and stuff. You have to make sure you're getting the right things if you're making it yourself or sourcing it properly, so it matters. But it looks like we have eggs, avocado, some bacon. You know, all right, we're based with this. We're based with this one. All right. I see eggs. I see bacon. Not bad. We did have a little cottage cheese. I'm not against cottage cheese. I just marvel at the cottage cheese fetish that people have. It's like cottage cheese and peas and carrots and broccoli. We always just see what the general people are eating in, like, what's the trend. But cottage cheese is making a comeback. I don't even know if it ever left, but it's definitely on the rise. Who knew cottage cheese would be bumping in 2026, right? All right, let's get into some questions. Good stuff. Good meals. Not bad.
I am the danger.
Not bad at all. All right, question time. Drop your questions in the comments. Hashtag APS. Let's see what we got here. Syed Moaz. Papa Swolio. Let me zoom that out. Papa Swolio, from which age can we go to the gym / build body? You could be training your whole life. You could train as a 7-year-old. You just shouldn't be training to failure. You should be climbing trees and climbing ropes and running around and doing general play and creativity and just doing general things. But you can learn how to lift weights, just not pushing to failure and crushing your body before your bones are fully formed. So if you have a kid, yeah, they can have light weights or do stuff with you, or pull-ups or hang from the bar. So you could be building your body and practicing yoga and stuff. What really you got to be careful with kids is just the overload, you know, pushing them to failure. Their bones and their tendons, they're soft and they're pliable. They haven't fully developed. So you want to make sure that you're not crushing kids with like heavy resistance training. They don't need to be the next Mr. Olympia when they're 9. Let them hit puberty, let them go through those growth periods, and then get them while they're in puberty and 12, 13. I really think you should start lifting more. And you can do it younger, as long as you're mindful of form and you're mindful of the joint integrity. You're just teaching form, and they can get stronger, but you want to make sure that you're not overdoing it, because the tendons are pulling at the bones. You can get tendonitis and quote unquote growing pains because everything is still in flux. So start them young, but just be mindful of the pushing to failure. There's really no age. You should be active all the time. But then the heavy resistance training to build muscle, you're not really creating that kind of testosterone for a male until you're hitting puberty, right? 12, 13, 14. That's when you really are able to start more building muscle and your bones start, the growth spurt, essentially. So get outside, but you can teach your kids. There's a lot of light weights, or, you can get big. For example, if you want to teach your younger kid deadlifts, right? You can have a light bar and you can get those big bumper plates that are practice ones. They look like 45s, so they have the same height, but they're plastic, or they weigh 5 pounds each, like the fake plates. But you can get ones that you can practice form, and there's really no resistance. So it's like a wiffle ball bat. So you can really teach your kids how to do a clean or how to do a press and lift it up. And the kids are like, and it gives them room for error. They don't have to worry about the rotator cuff because it's really not lifting anything. It just teaches them to proper form. They're doing it with you, and you're educating them, and they're getting their energy out and they're learning. But then you start loading it after when they get older. And of course, they'll have a better base and they'll know how to do it properly and it'll be safer. Cool. All right, next one. Problem child Cody, Papa Swole, what's your favorite exercise to do for biceps? I don't have a favorite, but I really enjoy preacher curls. Preacher curls are great, either supinated or hammer preacher curls. Probably the most underrated exercise. You really want to load the biceps when they're most lengthened, and you're not going to get that when you're standing up. So you'll hit the biceps from a little bit more of a more lengthened position if you are using a cable curl, for example, because the tension for the cable will be the same at the bottom as the top, right? But your biceps will benefit more from being targeted when they're more lengthened. So if you're doing them standing with dumbbells, you don't get that tension at the bottom, you get at the top. That's why a lot of people swing at the bottom and then, swing it up to a curl position when they're cheating. So a preacher curl will eliminate that kind of swinging. And also, because your arm's a little bit more in front of the body, when you're at the bottom of the movement, you're against gravity more. Gravity is actually, because the angle is up, you're not just hanging down by the side. So using a preacher bench, whether you're doing a supinated or a hammer curl, is fantastic. So don't neglect reverse curls for the brachioradialis. Don't neglect hammer curls, but doing some sort of a supinated curl like a preacher curl, and then doing a hammer or reverse curl variation will cover your biceps nicely. All right, hit the like button, subscribe, drop in the comments. What are you smashing today? Let's fucking go. What's your favorite bicep exercise? And you might prefer cables. There's nothing wrong with cables. Maybe you like dumbbells. Maybe you like barbell curls. Like, what is it that you like? So I don't really pick favorites. I pick what's working best in conjunction with everything else that I'm doing. But generally, the biceps flex the elbow. So it's not complicated. But I think a lot of people would benefit from making sure that you adjust the wrist position. Same reason why if you want to hit the back in a certain way, you want to hit more upper back, you flare your arms for an upper back row, elbows more tucked for more lat biased action. Same thing with biceps. It's just elbow flexion. So pick one and make sure that you are adjusting how you do it, palms up or thumbs up or pronated, right? So you're doing a hammer or a reverse, and then you're doing also a supinated curl. But preacher curls should be in everyone's program. If you haven't focused on preacher curls ever or for a while, make sure you do so. It's a really great exercise. AKX Shats. Is creatine safe? I take it every day. I take 10 to 20 grams a day. So is it safe? I've never had any issues with it. I've never had issues with bloating. I've never had issues, but don't you lose your hair? I don't. So, when people ask me that, oh, you're going to lose your hair. I haven't seen it. I've never heard of or seen anyone actually legitimately have issues based on that. You might be taking creatine and have issues with your hair, but it's usually nutrition or genetics or other issues. But some people say, I get crazy bloating, and I don't know. So many people have so many perceived issues. And I really think when people take supplements like this, it's because of all the other inflammation and gut issues they have and other shit that they're eating. They're not digesting things well, and then they take creatine, they feel problems, and it's usually because of all the other shit that they're doing. So yeah, it's safe. It's one of the most studied supplements. And safe is relative. If you get a low quality creatine that has heavy metals in it, yeah, that's not safe. But I've been taking creatine. I've been taking creatine for, no joke. I mean, I started taking creatine, I'm trying to think of the year, 99. I was 16. I started taking some creatine. I took Twin Lab creatine fuel or something like that. Twin Lab was one of the only
I wouldn't say the only brand, but it was back when EAS and Metrics and Twin Lab were like the only ones or the main ones. Now there's so many brands, but creatine's safe. Look for Creapure. Creapure is a really high quality creatine source. I think it's made in Germany there, and then they add Creapure to their creatine product, or they just buy it and repackage it, and they buy it in bulk, and then X, Y, and Z. John, what are your thoughts on supinated lat pull down? So supinated lat pull down means palms up. As an effective exercise for biceps, they say it's super efficient because it activates the top and bottom of your biceps. Yeah, this is one of those things that Mike Mensner used to post about, like supinated pull down for biceps. You're going to work your biceps. I don't think it's a bicep exercise. So I wouldn't do it for biceps. You can do it for back. I mean, when you're doing a pulling movement, you're going to work your biceps a little bit, but it's just not going to be a main bicep builder, in my opinion. I don't do that for biceps. If I want to hit biceps, I will do a bicep exercise. And if I want to hit lats, I will do a lat-based movement. If I'm doing a lat-based movement, if I'm focusing on my lats, I don't really want to do anything that's going to over-target my elbow flexors or my biceps more than I need to, because I'm focusing on lats. However, if you're doing a workout, ready for this? If you're doing a workout and you're trying to save time and you're trying to combine different things, or maybe instead of doing biceps on this day, you want to do it before legs, maybe doing upper lower, and you want to do biceps before legs on the next day. So maybe you do a supinated pull down and then you do a set or something for biceps the next day. It depends on your split. Effective for biceps, you're always working multiple body parts, but you're not overloading your biceps in that movement in any meaningful fashion aside from actually targeting them. So I wouldn't do them to hit your biceps, but if you like them, you could do them. If you like them for everything else, maybe it feels really good and you just like that movement, I'm not telling you not to do it. So effective for biceps or optimal is different things. And it always activates the top and bottom of your biceps. And especially because biceps do elbow flexion, supination, and flexion of the shoulder. So if you're up here and you're pulling down, it's actually not working all the aspects of the biceps, because the biceps actually do shoulder flexion also. So anyway, just some thoughts there. I would never personally do them to target the biceps. That goes back and around now and again on the internet. I think Mike Mensner was the one that popularized that, but I'm not sure it's not enough to like do that for biceps. Like I'm doing other things for biceps. Power Stroke Builder on YouTube. I've been with multiple coaches and can't seem to lose the weight and belly fat. Still with my current coach, lost 6, gained 5, lost 1, and now steady. What am I doing wrong? Because you're focusing on losing weight when you should be focusing on building muscle. Are you getting stronger? What's your nutrition like? What's your programming like? The weight is not really that important or interesting. You just like to see the scale. It's easy for you to gauge what you're doing just because, hey, that number's going up, I'm doing better, or worse, and the number's going down, I'm doing better. Because it doesn't matter if you're not building muscle. You're just fluctuating with body fat. So are you getting stronger? Focus on building muscle and eat around a maintenance, and you'll build muscle and trim down fat over time. So stop obsessing. The body fat percentage and how much muscle mass you have is more important. And if you're not progressively overloading, then you're not getting stronger, you're not building muscle, and that's a concern. So you want to be getting stronger. Marissa, creatine with a K. Just saw some interesting energy drinks in a CBD oil shop. Couldn't afford any of it. No, creatine with a C. Creatine with a K sounds like they're mixing is that like a vape shop? Sounds like Kratom or one of those things, right? Is it creatine with a K? Or are you talking about those kinds of things where you get those boner pills at a gas station? Sounds like one of those things. No, get creatine with a C. I wouldn't be opting for creatine with a K unless it's just branding. I'm sure they have some brand that says creatine with a K. It's a Creafuel with a K, and it's marketing. It's at GNC or something. But aside from that, stick with the C. Stick with the C. All right, we got 2 more questions. See what else we got here.
What's in the box?
Gourjot Labana. How to increase height? Please reply. Good luck with that. When you find out, let me know. But I will say decompression will help. So dead hangs, reverse hypers, and eating quality food, getting sun, practicing yoga. Aside from that, I don't think you're going to increase height unless you're doing some kind of a surgery. La Quintino.
Best exercise to rise the damn nice shoulder. I don't even know what you're trying to say. To build shoulders, I would say overhead press, lateral raises, and heavy upper back rows to hit the posterior deltoid. Don't forget Kelso shrugs or any kind of upper back row and shrugs for the middle, upper, and lower traps. So upper back rows important. Kelso shrugs, traps are important. Lateral raises and overhead press. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got new releases, so let's get into some balls deep. Are you ready, fam?
That's deep.
We also got a lot of good stuff over there at papaswolio.com. Where's my... Man, we got BOGO on merch. So check out all the best sellers. Look at these best sellers. We got lots of best sellers. Obviously, go check them all out on papaswolio.com. If you don't know, we also have tapestries, believe it or not.
This
Maybe
is a castle, isn't it?
you didn't think we
There
did.
are tapestries.
We have many tapestries.
You know, you probably were wondering, oh, he's got merch. He always talks about merch, but there's no way he has tapestries. Well, I beg to differ. We do have many tapestries. We have all the tapestries you could possibly imagine. Most of the designs, we're always adding new ones. So turn your casa into a castle. Head on over to papaswolio.com and pick up a tapestry today. Man, how are you going through your life without any tapestries? That's ridiculous, in my opinion. It's absolutely goddamn ridiculous. Let's get to that new release. We got a new...
What's in the box?
We got a new recipe inside the app. This one is hot honey beef bowls. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ooh.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
And that's the way, I like it. You see on the sunshine.
Hot honey beef bowls. All right. Hot honey beef bowls. Brand new. Now available. Very nice. Hot honey beef bowls. Who likes hot honey? Hot honey. Spicy honey. All right. Honey beef bowls. Okay. All right. You like honey? I like honey. You like it hot? You like beef? I like the avocado there. I'm a fan. Sounds good. Sounds good. What's that leafy shit in the back? Shh. No one knows. No one knows. It's a nice picture though, isn't it? We got new classes, featured yoga classes actually. Heart Openers #2 Express class with Alex, if you haven't tried that. Now featured on our homepage. So featured classes. We like to feature, spotlight some different products inside the app. We got Swole 7 Mace Round 5, and we have Total Body Ignite #1. So try them if you haven't. A lot of you have done Scorched Earth, or you've done the 90-day dash. You've done a lot of the Ignite workouts. So check out Total Body Ignite. Check out Swole 7 Mace Round 5. Mace, great. Swole 7's awesome. You have 7 minutes. You get a workout. Heart Openers #2 Express class with Alex. So great featured classes. And we do have new yoga, and we do have new merch. And you're going to love this new merch. Very excited for the new merch drop. You ready for this? You're not ready for this. But let's see what else we got first. We got some balls deep. So we're going to go into a video. I'm going to do the short one first. This one's very short. This one's called Vacationing in the USA. It's 9 seconds. I do not know what to expect, so I'm not expecting much.
Why the fuck are you vacationing in the United States? What is wrong with you? Give your head a shake.
That's a weird video.
Matt Damon.
Okay. I don't really know what the point of that was. Why are you vacationing in the United States? People act like the United States is one small place. Europe has no idea how big the United States is. It's huge, and there's a lot of awesome stuff. So pretty much, you don't need to leave the United States to see every single season, to see every single... You want mountains, you want desert, you want woods, you want beaches. The United States has it all. Everything, literally everything. Travel the country. A lot of times people are always trying to go around the world. It's like, man, go around the country. Much easier, and lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I saw this one.
What's in the box?
People do dead mill stuff all the time. If you've never seen this.
So this is a treadmill sissy squat. Now, essentially what you're doing here, and yes, it does look very weird, but you are coming down deep into a sissy squat, and at the very bottom, you're using your quads to push the treadmill belt forward. Now, this is a dead treadmill exercise, meaning you want to do it with the treadmill off. So basically, you're holding onto this crossbeam, you're coming down into the sissy squat, and then you're using your quads to push that treadmill belt using quad power in the deep stretch position. This is a fantastic way to hit these quads really, really strongly. Now, this is a great one to pair by starting with regular squats, then this exercise to hit the stretch, and then leg extension to hit the peak contraction. This will leave you having leg day problems for sure. This is a fantastic exercise to do in a gym in a hotel because they'll always have a treadmill in those. Obviously, you can do this in any gym that does have a treadmill, whether it's at home or in a regular commercial gym. But you don't.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I mean, if you have a hotel gym, that's all you got. You could do something like that. You could walk backwards. That's good too. There's a lot of different ways to use to do a quote dead mill. It's not good for the machine, but if you're in a hotel gym, you're like, I don't care if I break the fucking motor. So it's not really necessarily safe for a lot of machines or good for them. But, if it's not yours, get away with this because you're pushing it the wrong direction and, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, sissy squats are great. And isometrics are great for the tendons. They're great for the ligaments. And, even doing isometrics in a sissy squat state. I mean, he's doing it okay. I mean, not the best form even to be doing this, but an interesting take on it. So something for you to consider. Maybe you want to fuck around with it if you have a treadmill or you don't have a lot of equipment and you want to try something like this. I'm sure you can get something out of it, but sissy squats are great. Sissy squats and end range contractions are good. So I thought that was interesting, creative. So you might be able to get something good out of that. We got a couple more videos. We'll get into some merch, but before we do, let's get into a new yoga class. Who's ready? New yoga class inside the app. We have like 500 fucking classes. We keep on adding new ones. And I'm telling you, this is one of the most popular class series that we have. And it's twists. So people either don't know that they need twists or they love twists. Twists are great. Rotations are great. Not a lot of people do enough rotations. So we have a lot of hips and twists or back and spine and mobility. And there's a lot of twisting in different classes. But understand there's a reason why we have like so many different classes because the order matters and the different combinations matter. So twist number 5, excellent class. Definitely go give it a shot, especially if you want to mobilize your hips and your thoracic spine. So twist number 5 express with Alex, brand new. Go and check it out in the app. The link is right there on your homepage when you log in. So when you join the fam or you open up the app, you'll see twist number 5 express with Alex. So give that a shot. Okie dokie. Excellent. We'll do this one. We'll do fat phobic people. We have what I eat in a day, which is going to be a gold mine, I'm sure. But then we have new merch. You don't want to miss out on that. Fat phobic peoples.
I really don't want to be around people who are refusing to unlearn fat phobia.
Okay, cool. Refusing to unlearn. So I refuse to spend time with people that are not communists. That's cool. Well, thanks for the struggle session. I don't want to form intimate relationships with retarded people. I'm exploring my fat phobia and body biases. No, I'm not retarded. I'm not an idiot. I'm not a weak pussy. I don't care about your feelings. I'm not exploring my fear of fat. What are you talking about? I just take care of my health. Again, fat phobia doesn't exist for people that just do basic actions and take care of their health. You take care of yourself, you're not fat. I have no need to fear fatness, right? That's what that implies. I'm afraid of being fat. I'm afraid of fat people. I'm not afraid of fat people. One, if there's an issue, you just meander away. You can meander, you can saunter, you can mosey, you can easily escape any issue with fat people. You can walk up a flight of stairs. It's not hard to, you don't have to be afraid of something that you can so easily avoid. Just walk through a doorway. Very easy. So I'm not afraid of fat people. And it's really even easier to not be fat. I'll just eat steak, lift weights, and then there you go. You don't have to be afraid of something. Like I'm not afraid of anacondas. I'm not afraid of anacondas. I'm not afraid of, I don't know, saber-toothed tigers. I'm not afraid of rhinoceri, or hippopotami. Why? Because I don't just wade into the waters in Africa. Like I just don't go there. I don't have to be afraid of them because I don't encounter them in my life. So I don't need to be afraid. I don't need to be afraid of spiders that are, 6 feet wide, like in Harry Potter, because one, they don't exist and they don't exist around here. So, I don't have to be afraid of something that has no, like, oh my God, I'm so afraid of bungee jumping. It's like the easiest fucking thing to avoid. I'm afraid of heights. Then don't go jump off a cliff. You'll be fine. You know what I mean? Cool. Easy to avoid. No need to be afraid of it. No concern.
I don't want to spend time with people who are constantly obsessing about their food, their movement. And it doesn't mean that we can't talk about what fitness stuff you're loving or what meals are bringing you joy. It's the way we talk about bodies and food. If you aren't ready to unlearn and examine these harmful beliefs that you hold.
No one cares about this Marxist trash. Examining common sense? Do we have to examine logic? We still have to examine logic like, oh, I don't want to talk about your movement. You mean being a human being? Walking? Are you talking about walking? I don't want to talk about your walking. Then stay fat. Stay bundled up and fat. You have a pink fucking room. Your room is pink. That's more of a concern than whether someone else is eating steak and lifting, isn't it?
About yourself and in turn hold about the world. I don't really want to exist in that because I don't necessarily feel safe or comfortable.
Good. You're not supposed to feel safe and comfortable. There's no obligation for you to feel safe. That's a you issue. You don't feel safe when someone else is exercising. Someone else is making better choices. You don't feel safe. That's fucking pathetic.
I was starting to become friends with someone and I quickly realized, oh, if they don't get their workout in, if they eat a certain thing, there's a lot of shame, and then they want everyone else to know that they feel shame. I do think how we treat ourselves is how we're going to treat another, most likely.
Yeah, there's a reason why you don't have friends. I'm just gonna put that out there. There's a reason. I can't put my finger on it. There's a reason why she has issues making friends. Methinks the common denominator is you, sweetheart. It's you. It's you. All right. From one tard to another.
He's heating up!
I work with retards.
This is called What I Eat in a Day, and then we'll do the new merch release.
This is what I eat in a day. I'm craving something sweet, so we're gonna try these. You have to add the whipped cream. It's time to get more whipped cream. Look at
I gotta watch this fat fuck. I hate watching fat people fucking eat.
Good morning. It is nail day, so obviously I'm traveling.
I hate watching fat people eat. I'm so tired of it. I don't like these like snuff films. Really. I didn't plan for this video. I hate these videos. I hate watching someone who's morbidly obese just eat garbage and like pretend, I don't like watching drug addicts do drugs. I don't like watching people do fentanyl on the side of the streets in Philadelphia. Like, I don't like watching people, just zombies hanging around on sidewalks with needles. Like, I don't like watching that. I don't watch that for fun. So this is gross.
So we got Starbucks. I'm getting the egg white red pepper bites. I got a brown sugar oat milk sub for 2%. I have the nails done.
Ugh.
We stopped at the mall. I wanted to get a Pandora bracelet, a Kakua shape.
Pandora bracelet. That shit's a hula hoop. Y'all know that. That's a hula hoop. That's what we call a hula. We used to call those hula hoops.
Pandora bracelet, a Kakua shaved ice. I think that's how you say it. We have a hot chocolate. That is really good. Of course, got the diet root beer. We got a cheddar ale soup, basically like a loaded baked potato soup.
This chick spends like $150 eating garbage all day.
Whole cracker pierogi. Got the.
I'm scrolling through here. So this whole thing, like what I eat in a day, like, okay, we know you eat garbage. Like you don't have to do a what I eat in a day. You're morbidly obese and you're eating poison. So it's like, this is how people like this eat. Whenever it's like, I do all this hard work. I mean, she's not saying that she's eating healthy, but it's like what I eat in a day. Yeah, we know. We know what you eat. You eat garbage. I don't need to see it. I don't know if this is supposed to be some sort of flex. Like, hey, we don't care what you eat. We know it's not good. This is just, hey, watch. I'm morbidly obese. How do I stay morbidly obese? Here's what I eat in a day. Weird. Not into snuff films. You know what a snuff film is? Just a film where someone gets murdered. You know, like they're out there. You don't want to see. You don't want to come across those things. Yeah. I don't like watching videos of people kill themselves. All right. Hashtag SwoleFam for life. Drop in the comments down below. Aww. Little Pinkston Churchill. SwoleFam for life. SwoleFam for life. All right. And the Tainty Man. No one's impressed. No one's impressed. But we do have some new merch, and we have a throwback. Who's ready for merch? You ready? Are you ready? John says, look at that hair and skin quality. Severe lack thereof. Not okay. She lives paycheck to paycheck and wonders why. Yeah. Look, this just if you go back to that video, I'm not going to play it again, but if you go back to that video and you see, what was that, Panera? These are, when you sit down to eat these meals, that's like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Especially now, you know, that's like the appetizer and this plus tip and whatever. So what was that in the whole day? 150 bucks for all those things, just garbage, just sugar bombs everywhere. So you spend that money on grass-fed beef, you spend that money on rice or sweet potatoes, and you're not morbidly obese. But then you also have to have good habits. You have to go to the fucking gym, and don't forget all the other stuff that she's eating. That's just one snippet of it. She's eating crap all day and all night. So it's sad, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's acceptable content. Yet my stuff will get flagged or banned because it's insensitive, and I don't know. People post the most insane shit online, and then my content's always the one that's like, well, that's not nice to say. Oh, you shouldn't say that to people. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. Way too much virtue signaling. I don't give a shit if you're upset about what I say. If you're upset by the fact that being morbidly obese is unhealthy and that hurts your feelings, then enjoy your diabetes. You know, we're all over it here. We're all over it. Completely over it. Doesn't matter. Really expensive shit. Who's ready for merch? Unfortunately, we don't have 7X. So that person we just shared the video can't get the merch, but you could always get a blanket. You could put a tapestry. You could put a flag around you. We don't have king size sheet. We'll figure it out. Beach towels. All right. We got new merch. We got new merch. Who's ready? Fam, it's almost March. What comes after March? Someone tell me what comes after March. April. April. Very good, fam. What comes after April? May. What holiday do we have in May? May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Well, indeed.
What's in the box?
We got new merch. We got PR2D2 and C3PR. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. Let's fucking go.
Boom shakalaka!
I didn't mean to hit the crying sound. You're crying because you don't have this in your closet right now, but you don't have to cry. You can go to papasolio.com and pick up some merch. There we go. Oh my gosh, yes. A new Swole Wars design. A new Swole Wars design. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. There you go. Boom. Nailed it. Love it. Love it. Look at that guy. Look at those gains. Look at these. Look at those gains. Look at Papa. Look at Papa C3PR. Look at that. Look at me. Yeah. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. I love that. Instead of go to the fucking gym, go to the Beep Boop Gym. Beautiful. That was worth it. That makes it all worth it. That makes the fat snuff film worth it. It really does. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's very pleased. Swole fam love that. Very nice. Golden Gains ordering that today. Might have to put this in my cart. Not gonna cap. No cap. No cap. AA Ron. No cap. No cap required. So great. Look, you know we're gonna have tapestries. We got flags. We got tanks. We got hoodies. We got all the stuff. So check it all out. papaswolio.com. Love it. All right, we got a Swole card to give away. PK, you gave us gold after feeding us shit. That's the thing. We can go over these garbage videos because afterwards make it all better, right? Papa made the boo-boo go away, right? It's all better now. It's all better.
Hi, puppy.
It's all better.
Switch the samples.
It's all better now. It's all better. All right, we got a Swole card. Let's give this one away, and then we will do a throwback. We got a throwback. Hashtag SwoleFam for life. Ooh, Falcon. That was a pitch. Oof, blew my ear holes out. Thank you, Freddie. SwoleFam for life. Represent. All right. Straight facts. No cap. No cap needed. Today's winner is, in fact, the great Dr. Delta. Congratulations. No cap indeed. All right. So considering that great Dr. Delta did say, I might have to put this in my cart, not going to cap, we will hold you to it. We will hold you to it. So we'll release this Swole card once once you have purchased the merch. So we're going to hold this ransom, hold this hostage. You said it. So we'll send this to you when you get the merch. We'll send you the card. But until then, we're locking it down. No, I'm kidding. Make it a tapestry. All right. Congratulations. Send us an email. support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 3581, the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Fam, also make sure you go and check out the weekend Swolosophy. Got 2 gems over the weekend. Make sure you go and check those out if you missed it. A nice little, I want to say an appetizer, like a little bit of a, like a little port wine after a meal, a little dessert, something, a little chaser, a little mint. You finish a meal, you get a little mint on your way out. Go check out the weekend Swolosophy 35, 80, and 79 from the weekend. You're going to like that one. We got a throwback. Let's get into it. TBT time. I like that. High taxes, no incentive. That's for damn sure. Does Gym City 2000 have cheat codes? Oh, yeah. Oh, it sure does. I like that, Mark. Show proof of merch. You do. Proof of merch. We need that. I like that. Proof of merch. Look at this shirt. I think this is one of the most underrated designs. Look, you got the little, right? You got the little, wait, can you see it? GTTFG, rated GTTFG in the bottom. Gym City 2000. One of my favorite designs. All right, throwback time. Here.
What's in the box?
Here we go.
I already thought that we were living in the dumbest timeline, but it is worse than that.
Yep, I'm seeing your face. If veganism was a face, it'd be her.
Because this is what the White House decided to post today for Valentine's Day. The fucking White House.
Awesome.
The White, yes, Maui. The
White House. Yeah,
Your daughter's name is
with
Maui?
the fake tits that was flashing on the White House lawn and all the pride flags all over the White House. This is better.
White House. My cat is even talking about it. It's
Oh, your cat named Maui. Did your cat get $750 too?
who's now handling the White House's social media.
I don't know, someone who's absolutely goated. They should give out a medal for this. Medal of freedom for this post. Oh. God. You know what hasn't been talked about? Has anyone mentioned in the past? Whatever happened to the Hawaii fires? Remember that? Remember that shit? They really swept that under the rug. What the fuck happened with that? Just casually, like 2,000 kids just died, disappeared, and you just never heard about that again. What year was that? I mean, people just, the media, no one fucking cares. Half of like LA burned down and it's just, move on. Moving on. It's not current enough. Just people just moved on from that. Just roll right past it. Next. Pretend like that was normal. Pretend like that was handled right. Some fucked up shit. Oh my God. These jokes write themselves. You have these lunatics that are just talking to their cats in a video. That's right, Maui. Yeah, Maui. It should be Meowie. It should be Meowie. Then you'd have a sense of humor. That's right, Meowie. Ugh. Fucking cats, man. Fucking get yourself a big dog, or get yourself a dog that has the best aspects of being a cat and a dog at the same time. All right? You don't need a cat if you have a Chihuahua. You have a cat dog. The best parts of a dog with the size of a cat. Get yourself a Chi-Chi. Or a big old taint. Get yourself a big old mustard, you know? Get yourself a big old mustard. Get yourself a big old tambourine like that guy. Look at that. Boom. You can give him big old smackies. He doesn't even know you're smacking him. I don't know if you heard that. He was just like, just yawned and snored. He didn't even wake up. Did not even wake up. Dog just does not care. All right. Congratulations, AA Ron. Swole fam for life. Very nice. Very nice card. My guy. Very nice card. Fam, thanks for being here today. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Go to papaswolio.com. Let's get some fucking merch going. Let's get this merch train back on the tracks. I think a lot of you are kind of kicking it back, slacking off a little bit, waiting for an episode. We've just been dropping bangers, but you've been waiting. I think a lot of you were waiting for this merch. You didn't know what you were waiting for, but you were waiting for a certain design. And I think this is it. So it will be available on the site. I'm not sure if it's loading yet, but a lot of times it's just staggered after we announce it. So the new merch will be on the site momentarily. Should be live. Should be live momentarily. So make sure you go and pick up the brand new, where are we at here? Brand new merch. Go to the Beat Boob Gym. I think this is going to be one of those definitely like all-time designs. It looks great on so many different colors. I can't wait to get mine in. It looks fire. It's awesome. So I think you're really going to like, really going to like this one. And I feel like this one's really going to pop, and it's in perfect time. Perfect time because we got May the 4th coming up, obviously Swole Wars Day. So go and check it out. Waiting on tax refunds. LOL. Oh, I hear you. All right. Well, it's coming. It's coming. The merch. Hey, the merch isn't going anywhere. You just might not have it first. You want to have it first, don't you? Got to be the first person in your gym to rock the Beep Boop shirt. All right. Well, it's there for you when you're ready. Like I said, signature series. All the outstanding ones and Swole cards have gone out. So if you haven't gotten it, Cerny got hers. A bunch of you are probably going to be getting them today, tomorrow, this week. There's a lot of Swole cards and stuff going out. So it's live. Is it on the site? Is it? Oops. Is it on the site? It better be. It better be. Let's reload that shit. I thought you said it was live. Where are you guys seeing it? It's live, y'all. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Anyway, maybe it's live on yours. So, if it's not there for me, maybe it's there for you. I hope you guys have it. Because I don't have it. I'm upset. All right. We'll be there momentarily. On the new releases, I just looked. I reloaded. You know, with cookies and stuff and history. It's not showing up for me. Not showing up for your boy. Trying to reload that. All right. Well, if you see it, that's fine. As long as you guys see it, it's all fine. papaswolio.com. So it's there. If it's not there, it'll be there momentarily. And hey, it just reloaded for you and you got it first. You might be the first one to pick that up. So good for you. Go check it out. Fam, merch, buy one, get one. We also have main gains. I actually have to put some in my beard. So you guys, this is the old school main gains. So this is the old school ones. If you haven't picked up main gains, check it out. We got it over there at papaswolio.com too. I have the old school dropper. I have a bunch of bottles of main gains. Like, oh, it smells so good. I have a bunch of like bottles roaming around the house. So the dropper is, you guys have the, when you order it, you get the new pump ones. It's like an old bottle. I don't even know how there's still stuff in here. But it's great. It's great. So anyway, check out all that stuff. Buy one, get 150 on merch. And we do have Swole tunes though too. Also, let's just check that out for a second while you guys are we're all winding down. If you go at the top, you click on Swole tunes, all the ringtones. We got Scotty Doesn't Lift, Circle of Lift. We have a lot of cool stuff. We got previews. We got a lot of new ones coming. So we have some new videos dropping today for Circle of Lift. Go check it out. I love main gains. If you check out the hair and body care, you see all the main gains and all the different products we have, and you can get a bundle and get free shipping and all that stuff. So you see on the main gains here, you guys have the pump top. I have the old dropper. So Scalp Seed has the dropper so you can get in on your beard and in on your scalp. Main gains for the mids and ends of your hair and your beard. So check it out. I love the smell. And I always rub it. I don't know guys, you guys do, because it doesn't get greasy. So I usually just rub it on my beard. You could put it on your neck or face. You could rub it on the back of your hands or your arms. It's really good because all the ingredients are great for your hair and your skin. So really great just to kind of like jojoba oil, castor oil, argan oil, cedar wood. It's fucking great. So great. And you guys got rewards too. So use your rewards. Cerny says, don't forget to use your rewards. It makes a difference. Yeah, pick up your Swolios. Click on the beard logo in the bottom right-hand corner of your page. Check out when you guys order. Make sure you check out the reviews so you get an email about a week or two after you order a product, whether it's a shirt, a mug, a flag, anything. When you drop reviews, you get Swolios. When you drop a picture, you get more Swolios. you get a lot of rewards, and we're adding and updating those things all the time. So it lasts a long time. It does go a long direction in terms of that. So you don't have to use a lot of it. It does last. And honestly, you spend a lot of time and attention on nutrition, on your sleep, on your 7 pillars. It's like, people always ask, how do you take care of your hair and your skin? It comes down to sun. It comes down to nutrition. It comes down to lowering your stress and all these different things. But also the topicals matter. You want to hydrate, but you don't want to hydrate with crap. You don't want to hydrate with synthetics. You don't want to hydrate with things that are going to cause you. There's so many things out there that will dry out your skin or dry out your hair or your beard or your scalp, and then actually require you to add more and add more. You'll use a product, and then without it, your hair or your skin gets really flaky and dry. So like you keep on using more and more and more, but it dries it out more, and it strips the scalp or your skin or the hair of the natural oils, and you want that. So take care of your hair, take care of your skin, take care of your body. And now we have the internal, eating quality foods, getting quality sleep, getting sun, all those things, and then taking care of the hair and beard once it's out of your face, right? So if you want strong, like it goes from the inside and your hair grows, but then you also want to add nutrients and moisture to the follicles, to the actual root of the hair. And then you also want to take care of the hair at the ends because it's out of your hair. It's dead, right? So once it's out here, you want to make sure it stays soft, because what happens is with hair, if it's not moisturized, it's going to split and it's going to fracture and it's going to essentially split ends all the way up your fucking hair. And then it's going to be dead. You're going to have to cut it. So if you want long hair, you need to make sure that you're moisturizing it so it doesn't split, trimming it regularly, and, keeping it nice and brushed and moisturized. So it's a real, it's over time. You don't just put it in like, wow, my hair is all of a sudden instantly better. You'll feel it and you'll notice it. It's soft and it's not greasy. It has great texture, it has great viscosity. But then once you use it regularly and you take care of it, you start seeing this more progressively over time. Like anything else, it's consistent. You consistently apply, you eat better, you sleep better, get sun, all this stuff, moisturize. It snowballs. It snowballs. And that's the problem. People wash, strip. And then you have hard water. Maybe you're not using a water filter and just different things. And it's cold and you're not a lot of humidity. So your lips are cracking, your skin's dry. If your skin's dry and everything's kind of flaking and cracking, it's like if you have a garden and the soil is dry and crusty like a desert, everything's going to die. You're not going to have growth if it's not mulched and fertilized and, there's soil and shit like that. So you need to make sure that you really take care of your skin topically and the stuff that you put on it, the environment that you put your hair and your skin and nails in, not just from the inside, but from the outside. So both. High taxes, you wouldn't leave your sword unoiled. Why your hair? Ooh, I like it. I like it. It's good branding, good marketing. I'm taking it. I'm going to take it. I'm taking that. I'm taking it. And I agree. Fucking taxation's theft. So I like your screen name. All right, John, Truth Papa, it's work like everything else. Get your physique and mane on point. Important. Yeah. I mean, when someone looks healthy, right? What do humans naturally notice when someone looks healthy? It's like, oh, they look like they're getting sun. People, you always know that when someone goes on vacation, right? Let's say you live up north and someone goes on vacation, they come back all tan. You're like, whoa, where'd you go? You look great. Why do you think people look great? They get sun. You feel fucking awesome. And when you're eating well and you're exercising and your hair, like you can tell when someone's hair looks luscious and thick and healthy. You don't need to be a biologist. You don't need to be a fitness expert. The human eye just knows. You can see when someone is healthy. You could see when someone doesn't look well. It's just natural. It's evolution. You can tell when someone is looking sickly or someone looks healthy. The same reason why when someone talks or acts a certain way, you're like, well, that person's mentally insane versus someone who isn't mentally insane. You don't need to have a 3 degrees to know like, oh, that person looks healthier. And then you have all the shit out there. Don't get too much sun. Stay out of the sun. It's bad for you. And don't do this and don't eat that. And don't get rid of certain food products. You should eat whatever you want. Every food is valuable and there's no morality. And it's like, why are people always trying to talk against things that make you feel good and look good and are better? There's this weird self-flagellation. Like you have to beat yourself up. You have to be sickly and distraught and uncomfortable because everyone else is. It's weird. Just make better choices and treat your body with respect and go the direction of things that make you feel good. There's a reason why going and getting sun make you feel good and look better, because it's awesome. Like that's how everything on this planet functions, is because of the sun.
So get your sun. Don't roast and cook yourself. The same reason why going in the ocean is great for you. It's healthy. It feels great, but drowning is not good. So if you swim in the middle of the ocean and you die, that's not good. So yeah, you could have too much. You could have too much ocean. You know, you could have too much sun. Like if you're outside and it's hot as shit and you're getting some sun, cool. If you're laying there cooking with Crisco all over you, yeah, you're going to roast and destroy yourself and burn to shit. So it's like, don't be an idiot. Well, how do you not get too much sun in the summer? I go inside, or I put on a hat, or I wear clothes. It's not complicated. I just don't sit in the sun cooking. Cover yourself up. Cover yourself up. Why do you think people that go out on fishing boats have long sleeves, right? They wear the Under Armour, like the long sleeves. They wear a big hat. They might wear shorts or pants, like they're out on a boat in the hot sun and they're covered up. Why? Because you're just getting reflected sun off the boat, off the water, the heat. It's dry, salt air. It's common sense. You know, doesn't mean you can't take off your clothes for a few minutes and go in the water or like, oh, get a little sun and then cover up. So complicated, right? No, you got to slather this white toxic sludge all over your body to block from the sun. It's called a shirt. It's called a shirt. Notice when you wear one, you don't get sunburn where you wear it. Anyway, any other common sense principles we should go over? All right. Just belaboring it a little bit. So tomorrow we'll be back for another episode. Go check out those weekend philosophies. Thanks for being here. Go check out the new merch, body care, hair oils, Gym City 2000. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. It's all there. Let me check and see if it's back. New releases. There it is. Okay. So maybe it wasn't on my homepage. Let me see if I could see it here. Oops. Oh, so it's not showing on the homepage. Click on new releases. Come on, man. All right, so if you click on new releases, it must need to be added to like the collection for the homepage. So if you go on actual new releases, it's already there. So check it all out. There you go. Go to the Beep Boop Gym Premium Tank. Ooh, that white mug with the black looks nice. The hoodie looks nice. Look at that tapestry. Is that a flag? That's a flag. It's not a tapestry. There we go. There we go. There's a tapestry. There's a tapestry right there. And then we have the other new release. Then we have the Swole bunny and stuff like that. I'm not racist. I just don't like you. That's a great fucking shirt. Save the bio twat. There we go. All right. So at least it's there under new releases. Maybe it just needs, we have different collections. So to add it to the homepage, it's probably just needs to be added to that too. So it's there. It's there and it'll pop up. It'll populate there later. Anyway, good stuff. Thanks for being here. Congratulations, AA Ron. We'll see you tomorrow. Couple other things, overtime from last week, brand new Driving While Gaining. If you missed it, it's available in Swole TV. So we had that on Friday. Overtime segment. We had a roundtable last week. So if you still want some more content and you missed, go check out the roundtable from Thursday, 97. That's available in the app. Go check out the overtime. That's available. And then we have the weekend's philosophy. So bangers all around. So see you there. And we'll see you tomorrow for 3582. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swole. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.